Hello and welcome to the Daily Digestion channel, and in this video we're going to be talking about dry fasting. And I'm on my first dry fast and I'm like I'm 13 hours into a dry fast. And for those of you who don't know what a dry fast is, it's where you dry fast for a certain amount of time. You don't eat or drink any water. You don't do anything, and you give your body a complete rest. And then supposedly what happens is it helps your kidneys to filtrate better. Now, I have heard about dry fasting from Some Fruit Dan. Lisa777 has a great video. There's lots of great videos on it, but this is just going to be my little take on dry fasting. So this is my first dry fast, so I wanted to share it with you guys. And there is another channel that inspired me to actually do it. He's called Maraby. I think he's new, and he's really new, and he's just now getting subscribers, and he's really good. He's got a lot of really good points, and he really inspired me to do this. So I just thought, well, I'm gonna do it. So he suggests to dry fast after dry fasting for 16 hours, and then going ahead and doing eating grapes to break your fast. But what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to look up some interesting information on it, and then I'm going to read what I can find about dry fasting to kind of help me along my journey, because that's what I always do. I always get inspired by these other people, and I'll think, well, I'm just going to do it, and I'll do it. And then halfway in I'll go well, I think I'm going to research what I'm doing a little bit better. So that's what I'm getting ready to do, and so I'm going to share that with you, and I'm going to read it to you. I'm going to write it down from whatever I find. I thought that I could find some information about dry fasting in this book, which has just about every type of fast you can imagine in it known to mankind, but there wasn't anything in that book. So it's a great book, though, by Steve Marowitz. If you want to know about fasting, get that book and read it. It will definitely teach you about fasting. So a lot of people have dry fasted. Lisa777, there is a better way. She has a really good video on dry fasting. I really liked her video on it because I felt like it explained the reason of dry fasting and why you really, really, really want to dry fast. So that's why, when I watched her video and then I watched Robbie, and it was just the little seeds were planted, and then all of a sudden I was just I'm going to do it today. Because I have tons of melon, and melon, you want to I think break a fast like that with grapes, or with cantaloupe, or with melon, or something that's really easily detoxifying for the body and helps your body. But so supposedly what you're supposed to do, and I'm going to share this with you guys too, is when you break your fast and you urinate for the first time, I believe you're supposed to put it in a glass and to see if any sediment comes out. So I'm going to be sharing that with you all too, what happened on my first dry fast. And also, I'm going to be keeping a record of it in my little journal that I shared with you guys. If you haven't watched that video on my eternal vision in an electric body, that's the name of my healing notebook that I keep stuff in. So I'm going to keep my first dry fast information in here. It's Eternal Vision in an Electric Body. But I have a video on this little book if you want to read it, and if you want to start your own journal, it'll kind of help you to see what mine's like or whatever. Okay guys, so I'm going to go ahead and do the research, and I'll be back in a minute, and I'll share with you what I find out. And yes, my mouth is dry. I'm 13 hours in and I'm trying to go for 16. My mouth is dry. It's a dry day today. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm thirsty and I want some water. But I can do this. I mean, I fast all the time. Like I don't eat. I'll fast for 16 hours like all the time. Like not eat anything. Like that's not a big deal to me. I do that quite frequently, but I always drink water and or a juice or something. So it's like weird. I'm like sitting there looking at empty glasses going, I'm like, water. I need water. Okay, so I'm going to do some research. I'll be back. Hello, I'm back again. So, I'm going to drink my water. And I'm going to start out sipping it slow. Now, there are some people that say that you can, if it's just a 24-hour fast, you can pretty much do whatever you want to after. But I'm not going to. I'm going to go with the wiki standard I researched on how to do a dry fast. And I'm going to read that to you because I feel like that might be the safest thing for just generally for most people. You know what I'm saying, guys? So, but there's tons of videos on this, and I did research it really good. And I'm going to research it more because I'm really fascinated about this, and I cannot wait to see what my kidneys are going to do after this. And I'm going to actually post my urine. So here it goes down the hatch. We'll see what comes out. And I don't even know if I'm doing this right. Like, it's hard to get like basic instructions on how to do a dry fast for kidney filtration. Like, there's just not a lot of information out there, and it's a lot of wordy information and stuff. So I'm just looking for the meat and potatoes. But anyway, I'm still researching, but I'm going to share with you what I found. And so now I'm going to drink this water. I'm going to thank Jehovah Jireh for the water. And here we go. Wow. That's good. Guys, that's really good. Like, water never tasted so good. No joke. Like, I took one sip of it and I definitely wanted to down this whole cup. But the flavor of it and the consistency, like, tastes so clean and so good. Wow, that is delicious. Now, I'm going to share with you some stuff that I found online. Okay, so this is what I found out. This is the tips. 13 hours into my dry fast, and my mouth was dry. I was thirsty, but I kept really busy throughout my fast, and I did get tired to the point where I was just like, I wanted to lay down for a few minutes. I was just kind of like feeling like, oh, I didn't know if I could really go on with it. I was like, I'm definitely feeling it, and then I went ahead and I laid down and just rested. Because I'd been going non-stop all morning, like no joke. I literally been keeping busy and doing stuff all day. So, I did a lot too. Like, I gave my dog a bath, I vacuumed, like, I did a lot. Like, I kept super busy. I cleaned out the dog cages. I swept off the whole back porch. Like, I did a lot of stuff. And, but I felt like it, and I felt good, and I had lots of energy. So that's a good thing. So I was keeping the lymphatic system moving, but you know, for a couple of hours I felt tired, and I was like, I'm gonna lay down. So I did. I listened to my body, and I laid down, and then I got the energy again, and I was like, I'm ready to go. And I went and I did some other stuff around the house. So that being said, now these are the tips that I got from the internet. Dry fasting eliminates all food and water from your diet to help cleanse your body. A dry fast that lasts 1 day causes you to eliminate the same amount of water weight and toxins in your body as a 3-day water fast. That's really interesting. A 3-day water fast would be really hard for me. I would struggle. I would much rather do a 24-hour dry fast over a 3-day water fast. So if the same work is done, it says, you know, you eliminate the same toxins and so forth, but spiritually, I think it would be more of a spiritual experience if you did the 3-day water fast. But always consult with a doctor if you are unsure. And if you're on medications, or if you have certain medical conditions and you're not sure, consult with your doctor. And here are some tips. Try a water fast or fruit fast to build up to it first. So before you go on your water fast, you might want to experiment around with doing just fruit for a day, you know, to see how that goes. And yesterday I actually just did a juice and a watermelon. I ate a half of a watermelon that was like this big, and that was what I did for my pre-up for the dry fast. And today when I woke up, I was like, you know what? Or last night, I was like, I'm going to do a dry fast. I just felt like it. I don't know why, but I did. Yum. Thank you, God, for water. Okay, so number 2 tip. Choose a soft, dry fast if it is your first time. So you can include things like washing your hands or taking a shower. I didn't do any of those. I didn't take the shower, but I did wash my hands because my hands get really dirty, and I handle dogs and cats, and yeah, I gotta wash those hands. So I washed my hands. Not for a long time or anything. I didn't like immerse them in water and like suck up all the water in the sink and be like, you know. But because they say that if you do that, this allows your skin to absorb the water so you don't get dehydrated. So you can choose to do that. Number 3, eat a meal with omega-3 fatty acids and salt before you start your dry fast. Foods like fish, salmon, avocado, flax seeds, or walnuts. These foods will help sustain you so you don't feel so hungry. And even though yesterday I did the watermelon fast and the juice fast before I did this, I had been eating the day before a lot of fat, like avocados and stuff. For the past couple of weeks, I've been eating a lot of fats, a lot of flaxseed crackers, and a lot of avocados. I've been loading up on the coconut yogurt and stuff like that. So I felt fine. I really did. I felt good. I really almost felt like I could have went a lot longer, but it being 4 o'clock, I just didn't want to go through the night, and you know, I'm going to take baby steps. Let's not get crazy. Because I think that's the smartest thing to do. Okay, so also start your fast after dinner. This is a really big tip. Start your fast after dinner And then so you can be fasting while you're sleeping, and that's what I did. Last night I was sleeping while I was fasting. So it was kind of like cheating in a way because I felt fine and I didn't have any problems with doing that, and I felt really good about it. So start your fast at night after dinner, so then you get all those hours. You know, if you eat dinner, let's say at 6 o'clock, then you'll be able to, break your fast the next day at basically for lunch or something. That's going to be a lot better. 6. So at 10 o'clock, but unfortunately I didn't really start my fast until 12 o'clock because I was drinking water a lot. And I took my vitamins and supplements before I went to bed. And that was at 12. So completing the fast. Stop eating and drinking. So you're going to stop eating and drinking for 16 to 24 hours. Okay? Now, I just want to say that mine was a 16-hour fast. I did not fast for 24 hours. Though I really, really wanted to, I did not. And, yeah. So the next time I do a dry fast, I'm going to start like right after dinner, and then it'll be much easier to go for 24 hours. I could have totally done it that way for sure. But I started mine at 12 midnight. I'm just allowing myself sips, even though I'm wanting to chug that cup of water. Try it for a day. If you feel tired, try to rest and relax. Meditate. Don't work out too hard. If you feel like you want to work out, you can do some like bicep curls, walk around the block, do some yoga, do some like little stretches, like a yoga routine, whatever. But, don't do anything too strenuous. Take a nap if you need to, like I did, and do some stretches afterwards when you get up. Because stretches will help to, give that help with the lymphatic system and so forth. Drink water if you feel dizziness. Now, there's 2 reasons you might need to drink water on your dry fast. Number 1, if you feel dizzy. Number 2, if you feel lightheaded. These are 2 signs of dehydration. And I just want to say, I kind of started to feel a little bit on the kind of wonky side, dizzy side. I don't know how to describe it, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to slow down for a minute, but I can do this. So I did, and I felt fine. It passed. It wasn't a big deal. I did not urinate. I don't think I urinated this morning when I got up, and that was it, guys. There was not any urination pretty much throughout the day. So, it says less frequent urination. I think you're not going to be urinating. I mean, that's normal. Dry skin. I did not have a dry skin problem. So that was cool. And if you have low blood pressure, that's a sign you might need to stop, or rapid heart rate. So if your body starts freaking out and you're just like, okay, it's time to end the dry fast, I'm dehydrated. Okay, breaking the fast. When finished, now breaking the fast is really, really important. Okay, so this is the most important things when you are doing a fast is how you break it. I went on a 15-day juice fast, and that was such an experience for me. It's not documented on my YouTube channel, but I, you know, did it anyway, and it was before I had my YouTube channel, and just 15 days of juice. But breaking the fast was the most important part of that, you know, of my fast. Like, that was more important than anything, because that is how you're going forward into your new way of being. You know, it's kind of like if you had a kid and you let them, like, open up all their birthday presents, like, you know, really crazy at their birthday party. They're going to want to keep doing that. You know, they're going to want to keep doing that. They're going to want to keep those bad habits of opening up those birthday presents like a mad, crazy person, instead of saying thank you or whatever. Well, it's kind of the same way with food. You know, if you break your fast, like drinking tons of water and going in there and pigging out on potato chips and stuff like that, you know, that is seriously not going to be good for your behavior patterns and your spiritual development and the way you consume food for the rest of your healing journey. So breaking your fast is important, and then not to mention the fact that you don't want to, like, screw your body up, because, you know, your body can kind of go into this shock thing afterwards. So when you're finished with your fast, you want to drink a fresh of pint clean distilled water. Take small sips, not to overwhelm your body, like I'm doing right now. And it's so good. It says first to swish it around in your mouth. Now, I did not do that. I forgot. But yeah, you're supposed to swish it around in your mouth after you drink it, and don't drink any water or food for another hour after that. Drink another pint of water in an hour. Then next hour, drink another pint of water, and until about 3 or 4 hours pass. And then eat lightly, slowly, small amounts of fruit. Avoid foods that are high in carbs and sodium for at least 2 days. And what I want to say is I'm going to drink, you know, I'm going to slowly sip on some water until I feel good, until I'm ready. And then after that, I'm going to have some cantaloupe, which is really juicy and mostly water. Man, that water is good. Avoid foods high in carbs and sodium for at least 2 days. Sodium and carbs can retain water and can reverse the weight loss from your dry fast quickly. Do not eat cured meats, soups, sweets, grains. Pick foods that are low sodium, carbs, and fat for your first few meals. Use light seasoning or no seasoning at all. One day of dry fasting. Now, this is really interesting. 1 day of dry fasting is equivalent to 10 days of juice fasting. If that's not a motivator, I don't know what is. Because I've juiced for 15 days juice fasting, and it's hard and it's a lot of work. And if I can dry fast for 1 day instead of juice fasting for 10, by golly, I'm going to do that. There's no doubt about it. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner. I didn't know about it. So 1 day of a dry fast is equal to a 3-day water fast. Okay, and then here is an analogy that I got off of another website. Oh, there was a hummingbird. Wow, there was a hummingbird that came up here, and it was like about 5 feet away from me, and it was just like looking at me. I was like looking at me and like on my eye level, just like checking me out, like, who are you? That was cool. That was really cool. I don't know why he did that. Okay. So if you have a dirty pool, this is an analogy. If you have a dirty pool and you're going to clean it out, the dirty pool is your body, okay? So how are you going to clean that dirty pool out? Are you going to just start by cleaning out the pool? Or are you going to clean the filters out first? And the filters are your kidneys, okay? The pool is your body. So you want to start with the filters, because in order to clean the body, you're going to have to clean the filters first, or your body's not going to get clean. It's just going to get backed up because it's not going to be able to filter out the junk. Okay, so the kidneys are the filters. And the thing they say that you can know that that how you're filtrating is because when you're dry fasting, you're detoxifying your body. But if your kidneys aren't filtrating, then, you know, that's why they say fruit fasting. Vegetable Police had a video on this. Like, he had been doing all these detoxifying juice cleanses, fruit fast, blah, 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 but his kidneys weren't filtrating. So that's why I'm doing the dry fast, because he went on a 48-day water fast in order to get his kidneys filtrating, and he said that made a big difference for him. So if, you know, water fasting gets some people's kidneys filtrating, then dry fasting would surely do that. Okay, so how we're going to check it out is we're going to see what happens after we do this and I go to the bathroom. I'm going to get my pee out, and I'm going to pee in a cup, and we're going to see what's in it, okay? And I'm going to show you guys. So you want your kidneys to be like, you want your pee to be cloudy. And Lisa has a great video on this. If you want to go to her YouTube channel and watch it too, I highly suggest it. It's called Kidney Filtration. Are your kidneys working, or something like that? And there's another guy that talks about this, is Mark James. He has a really good YouTube channel and website that's pretty much dedicated for kidney filtration. It was such a game changer for him, and it changed his life. So, like, a lot of people go there and they comment and they share at the website of what they did to personally get their kidneys filtrating. And as a matter of fact, he shared on there that this one guy could not get his kidneys filtering at all. And what he did was he rubbed a little bit of cayenne and oil on his back, not much, around the kidney area, and then he did a castor oil pack on each side of the kidney with a warm water bottle on that. And I've got a video on castor oil packs if you don't know what that is, and you can watch that. It's a really good video. But he said that this one guy got his kidneys to filtrate by doing the castor oil packs and the cayenne rub, over kidneys. So what might work for one person might not work for another person. So we'll just see how this works. Hopefully I won't have to resort to I don't even know if my kidneys are filtering or not. I didn't even check. I'm just going to see what happens after doing a dry fast because I've never done one. But I never did like check my urine to see if they were filtrating in the first place. But I'm pretty sure they weren't. My pee is always super clear. Like it always is. Like I don't even think it has any color hardly unless I take vitamins. So his website is Mark James. He has his own YouTube channel, and definitely check him out. It was this really good video on kidney filtration where he draws it out, and it's like super duper cool. You must watch that video. I will leave a link down in the description box. And Dr. Axe says a good thing to do for your kidneys to start filtrating is or to cleanse. A good way to cleanse your kidneys is to drink nettle tea 3 times a day or burdock tea 3 times a day. That will help to clean your kidneys. Another thing he said to do is drink cranberry juice with celery. Cranberries are a great way to clean the kidneys. He even said you could make smoothies like a cranberry smoothie with a blueberry and really dark cherry smoothies are great ways to cleanse the kidneys. And he had a whole video on that, and I didn't even watch the whole thing because that was as far as I got. And so that's what I got, guys, and that's what I'm going to share with you. I don't think there's any more. So I'm going to show you my urine and after I go to the bathroom, so I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay guys, are you ready? Here we have the results, and I'm pretty elated to be able to share this with you guys because it really worked. The 16-hour dry fast really works. So here's what we have. Okay guys, so as you can see, this is the first time that I went to the bathroom after being on a dry fast for 16 hours. I drank a cup of water, started drinking some water, and my kidneys started filtering, and I went to the bathroom. This is the first time that I went, and as you can see, I did get some cloudiness, and there are sediments in there. You can't see really good because of the lighting, but here you go. You can see the sediments in there. So you can see my kidneys were filtrating. It would be interesting to look at this under a microscope and see what all of that is, but there's some cloudiness in there. A lot of cloudiness and some particles of probably some calcium deposits. Who knows? Now here we have the same results, except it's not as dark. We have some sediment pieces in there, and it's a lot darker than usual and cloudy. My kidneys are definitely filtrating, and I got a lot of toxins out of my system. So this was the second time I went to the bathroom. You can see those little particles down in the bottom. Now this is the third time I went to the bathroom, and there's not really anything in there. There's a few floaters, there's a few particles of things in there, so my kidneys are filtrating, but it looks like, you know, like it was before. So guys, there you have it. 16-hour dry fasting really worked for me, and it got those kidneys filtering, and I'm really excited, and I'm definitely going to do this again, guys. This was an awesome experiment. I'm so glad I did this on myself. I think you should definitely try it, but all good things, you know, when you were ready. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe, like, share this information with anybody you know. If you have any questions about dry fasting, please ask. I'm going to be making more videos on this and researching it And I've definitely decided to start doing a dry fast every every week. I'm going to try to do a dry fast every week because it felt like it really helped my intestinal flora the next day when I woke up. I mean, I went to the bathroom amazing. Like, it just really seemed to detoxify my body on a massive level. My intestines, my colon, my whole body. I did have a headache this morning when I woke up, but it was from dehydration, like slight dehydration, nothing major. That when I drank a ton of water and I went to the bathroom, everything was fine. My headache went away, and I really think it was more of a toxic headache of just like a release of toxins in the body. I really do. And because that's what I thought after I went to the bathroom. But I just want to say, guys, that, you know, try this. It really helped me a lot, and I'm definitely going to do this again. I think this is going to help my um, I think this is going to help my colon heal. I think this is going to help my body heal after my bicycle wreck and so forth. And it's just going to help like on so many different levels, guys. But you know, do your research. Always do your research. Always study. I like watched tons of videos on dry fasting yesterday. I read all kinds of articles on it. And, you know, I always do that when I implement these types of studies and programs because, you know, it's just really important to get as much information as you possibly can. There's always going to be the negative people out there that are going to just scoff, you know, and then there's always going to be the people that actually dig in and try this stuff, and they're going to realize that, hey, this really is helping my body, this really works. And I have to admit, I didn't want to do it when I first saw all the videos on it and stuff, but after I saw Lisa 77's video, it just really resonated with me. And then this other guy that has a YouTube channel, it really resonated with me as well. So you know, guys, yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe, like, share, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Oh, also, I just want to say, can you post down below your experience with dry fasting? And can you tell me what happened when you dry fasted? Did it work for you? Because sometimes people dry fast and it doesn't get their kidneys filtrating, and they have to try other things. So let me hear your experience of dry fasting. And, you know, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.